Here is how you use the camera app in Z Fold 6. First, we will open the camera app in the clamshell mode. I'll explain why in a bit. By default, we have the photo mode. To take a picture, you just tap the yellow circle here. This icon to the right flips the camera from the rear to the front. Now, you will know that you can use the rear camera to take selfie pictures, so I'll explain that in a bit. We have the zoom here, so you can tap the zooms to switch between the zoom lenses, and you can also swipe across to switch between these zooms as well. So once we have the zoom, you can take a picture. Now, if you long press this white circle, this will quickly start a video, and if you release, it will stop the recording. You can also long press to quickly start a video, and then swipe to the lock, and then once that's done, you can record hands-free. You can pause or stop the recording. If we swipe down, this will take a lot of pictures at once, so it'll be a burst picture, just like that. Now, at the very top, we have this customization. So we have the flash, timer, aspect ratio. So the default should be 3:4. These other ones will just crop in and give you less picture. The megapixel, while you may think that the higher megapixel is the best, if you increase the megapixel, it will increase the quality of the image, but the image takes longer to capture. So typically, unless it's a very still image, it won't take the picture. Then we also have motion photo. That takes a picture and then a little video that you can preview in the gallery app. And we have these filters. You can use these, and you have face filters as well. So we have this selfie option. The reason why we open the camera app in the clamshell mode is because if we want to use the rear cameras to take selfie pictures, we're going to tap the selfie option. We're going to open the phone, and then we flip it across. And so now we have the rear camera here, and we have the preview just like this. So then you can take a picture. If you are doing selfies, I'd recommend looking around here on the phone. The camera sensor is this one. Okay, and you just look here. That's typically the best result, because otherwise your eyes just look like you're looking away. And so if we want to go back, we just swipe across, and then it should bring us back to the camera like that. So I'm just going to quickly reopen camera. You can of course take selfies with the front camera here, and there is also a front camera here as well, but this front camera is really low quality, so I do recommend you avoid it. And also note, depending on the camera, some features are missing. So if you notice something I show is missing, you typically need to switch to one of the cameras which has the features in question. So if we go back in, we have the video mode here. So the video mode, you have the zoom lenses, same way to change. If we tap the white and red, that will start recording. You can pause the recording, stop it, flip the cameras. This only works with some conditions, I'll explain in a second. And then you can take a picture while you're recording as well. So this flip option while recording only works if you see this option. So this is resolution. And so if you set the resolution too high, so if I set this really high, then it won't let you flip to the front camera. So you want to lower that one, and then it will let us flip from rear to front camera recording, just like that. Now, resolution is essentially how high quality the video is. You typically want to record at UHD, that just looks the best. So that is the 4K. 8K, I'm not sure I'd recommend. So personally, I record this video right now in 4K 60 with these presets. And so that's the recording. There we go. Now, if you want to save on the file size, just flip the camera, if you want to save on the file size, you'd want to record at Full HD or HD, as the higher the resolution or size, the more storage it will take up. And FPS, the higher the FPS, the smoother the video is. We have the flash option, and the aspect ratio is the same here. You want to record videos in 9:16, or if you rotate the phone, it will go to 16:9. This video right now is being recorded in the 16:9. You have this super steady mode on. I would not recommend turning this on unless you're planning on like walking while recording. So it zooms in the image a lot, and it will just reduce shake while you're moving. Most of the time you can get away with turning this one off. If you select more, you have more camera options. You may notice stuff like food mode or the night mode, stuff like that. Those features automatically turn on. So if you're taking a picture of food, it will automatically detect that. If it's dark outside, it will automatically turn on the night mode, so you don't need to do that. But if you do know pro photo controls, pro video controls, you can go into there and fine tune your photo taking. But this video is covering the basic aspects. You have the slow motion and then the time lapse. You can also take video in portrait mode. I'll explain what portrait is in a second. Panorama is a 360 view. So if I go to panorama and I take a picture, you just move your phone across and it just takes a really wide picture. You can only take panoramas in portrait mode because the final result is going to be a large like landscape picture. So you don't want to be like that. So if we go out of here and we go to portrait, the portrait mode, it looks for a subject like your face. So if I go to the front camera, looks for your face, and then you see the background here, it will just blur the background. So it doesn't just work on faces. Anything that is in the subject or the foreground will be crisp, and then the background will be blurred. Imagine like, put your phone close to you, your phone's nice and crisp, and then the background is blurred. So it just kind of simulates real life. So if I take a picture, it will blur the background just like that. Now, if we go to the settings here, we can change the camera settings. If an option seems to be disabled for your camera, so you see this stuff seems to be disabled, it is the lens you're using. So I'm in the front camera, so I'll just flip it to the back. And if I go back to the settings, now these options seem to populate. There's not much you want to look for other than save selfies as previewed. So right now, if I take a selfie picture, you can see the preview like this. And when I take a picture, it will actually flip the selfie image. So flipping the image makes it look like what other people see you as. However, sometimes you just want to have the picture look as what you previewed. So if we turn on that feature here, and then we take the picture, it will save the selfie right as we see it, and it's not going to flip the image like that. So that is the camera app, and I hope this video helps.